With the chapter ending on Saturday, I thought that this would be a better time than ever to make this video. This is a complete Fortnite lore from preseason to chapter 2 season 8 in 3 minutes or less. In the beginning there's nothing, then in a flash of brilliant creation the 0 point was made and created every single universe. In our universe this is known as the Big Bang. The IO has been controlling it for thousands of years, destroying worlds for their own research. The Seven fear that the Omniverse is in danger, so they want to stop them. The Fortnite island was created by the IO, and it's in a 22-minute loop which destroys everyone's memories and resets everything sentient. The only way to escape is to be the last person alive or escape through a sideways rift. No time to explain what that is. During Season 3, a meteor was seen in the sky, and in Season 4 it hit Dusty, vaporizing it instantaneously. Of course, a movie is made about it that had a prop rocket. Inside the meteor was a visitor who escapes and uses hot rocks to modify that prop rocket into an actual rocket. He escapes of a massive sideways rift known as the crack in the sky. Before it fades, it shoots out lightning and spawns Kevin, who is probably being controlled by the Cube Queen. Kevin rolls around the map before he drowns in Loot Lake. Just kidding, he's still alive, but now he's a floating island. He floats around trying to collect energy from the ruins and ends up over Loot Lake, where the 0 point is. Probably because he's controlled by the Cube Queen who's trying to destroy it. The 0 point fights back against Kevin, which causes him to explode and actually die, causing slight damage to the 0 point. Because of all this commotion, an iceberg comes crashing into the island with the Ice King and a prisoner. Nothing too important happens other than the prisoner escapes to a volcano. The volcano then erupts, forcing a snapshot of Jonesy and Appealy in a bunker, where they remain for an unknown amount of time. When they get out, the 0 point is being harvested for energy. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, there's a monster inside the iceberg apparently, and it starts attacking the island, but the island constructed a guardian who proceeds to damage the 0 point to near destabilization. Way to go, bud. In an attempt to save the island. It's now looped in a partial explosion. In fact, the 7 use their full advantage by rifting a cyber rift to have an unlimited amount of time to construct all the rockets they need. They fly the rockets into the meteor into the 0 point, causing it to fully destabilize and implode into a black hole. Chapter 2 is a lot easier because basically only one thing happened per season. Chapter 2, Season 1, the IO gets contact back and inserts 4 of their agents sub Ego who have to try and fight off counterinsurgents from Alter. In Chapter 2, Season 2, both Alter and Ego get their own spy faction, now Shadow and Ghost. Midas runs Ghost and comes to a partially correct conclusion that the storm controls the loop, but doesn't account for the IO controlling it. He builds a device that holds off the storm until the storm gets replaced with a water wall, but because water isn't living, it stays on the map until it drains away. Thor tries to warn everyone, and Tony Stark hacks a loop to have thousands of battle buses to defeat Galactus, who destabilizes the 0 point. John Jones gets a bunch of people to create more chaos and destabilize the 0 point even more. The 0 point is beginning to bloom, so Jones asks the Foundation, the leader of 7, for help. He agrees to help and stops the 0 point from exploding. The aliens come to abduct people and shove the 0 point down inside the bridge. Skyfire happens, and turns out the UFO has thousands of Kevins on it. So that brings us here. The Kevins are controlled by the Cube Queen, and the IO are trying to stop her from destroying the island, and the 7 want the 0 point back. This is going to get messy. If you want a more in-depth video that actually discusses the storyline in the lore, I will probably be making that soon.